Marietta College Sports Information Director Jeff Shalley here with head football coach Andy Waddle after the Pioneers' 47-37 win over Wilmington. Coach, your thoughts on the game?
Well, I mean, obviously, the game was dominated by our offensive line and running game. That we were able to rush for nearly 400 yards of offense, so that's top notch. We had some mistakes throughout the game on both sides of the ball. Obviously, defensively, we struggled with some things that they were doing, but we were able to find the stops that you needed late in the game, and their defense wasn't, and that was really truly the difference. So great job by everybody by being resilient and continuing to play hard despite being down early and at halftime, and to come away with a win.
Obviously, offensively, I think we have to start with running back Nick O'Neal, 42 carries, 286 yards, 5 touchdowns. Talk about Nick's performance.
Well, Nick did a great job of just following his blocks, hitting some seams. They were loading the run box and bringing a lot of pressure. And when you do that, sometimes you can find some creases. And we were able to create some creases. Coach Estep and the offensive staff did a great job at halftime of making a couple adjustments where we were able to even take some advantage of some things better from the blocking standpoint. And then Nick got the ball and he moved forward and he broke a lot of arm tackles and ran through a lot of traffic and at times he ran away from people, and so it was great to see him. He put in a full day's work. 42 carries plus the 2 2-point conversion plays. So great job by him.
Quarterback, you used 3 different guys at quarterback. Lucas Haven still played most of the game, but talk a little bit about your situation at quarterback.
Yeah, listen, we think all 3 of the guys that played today have different strengths, but with your different strengths, they also have different weaknesses. And, we had a plan to play 3 guys. It was nothing to do with how those guys were playing. In fact, we were up 14-0, and Lucas, put us up 14-0. So it was a little bit hard to continue to stick to your plan. But, we just wanted to be able to really, truly get another chance to evaluate those guys. I think all 3 played well against Mount Union. Like I said, all 3 bring a different piece, do different things well, and just trying to figure out which guy gives us the best opportunity to win. Today, that was Lucas Havens. And everybody always asks about the quarterback position, but when we play 3 running backs or multiple wide receivers, we're trying to get the guy that's given us the best opportunity to win and in that game, and that's what we were trying to do today. And after the 5 series were up, I think that we really felt strong that Lucas gave us the best chance to win today.
Coach, talk about just the progress of the team and the program. We're at 2-2 now. Both wins are come from behind wins. This was our home opener. Tough schedule so far. 3 on the road, including Mount Union. Come home and get this win. But just talk about the progress of the team and the program and your plans for Marietta football.
Well, my long-term plans for Marietta football are for me to be here and for the guys in our program to go out every week and expect to win and play relentless, no matter who we're playing, and hopefully be one of the teams at the top of the conference and nationally ranked, and I really believe that that's possible. I believe that we've got a long way to go. We're a young football team right now. We're still progressing, and we're 2-2, two nice wins, but we also have 2 losses in there that we still have mistakes that we need to overcome, and in some areas that we need to get better at. But I think that the area that we're better at is not necessarily it's not necessarily our blocking and our tackling and our scheme. The guys are better at learning what it takes to be successful and committing themselves to that process. Now, we've still got a long way to go, in that area. But I think that the guys are starting to understand, what the standard is and what the expectations are. And now we've just got to get them to live up to those. I think they start to now know what they are, and that's half the battle.
We stay at home next week, homecoming. Baldwin Wallace comes to town. What do you know about the Yellow Jackets?
I've spent my focus, worried about the teams that we have played. So I have not, hardly looked at all at Baldwin Wallace. I know that Baldwin Wallace is traditionally a very good football team, and I expect a good football team to come in here next weekend. And I hope that our guys, rise to that occasion, being that it is homecoming and being that it is a great opponent. But we're going to have our hands full, and I hope that we can make sure that Baldwin Wallace has got their hand full with the Pioneers as well.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Yep.